too, man. Kick back and get ready for the 10-minute tune-up. Come on, man. Holler back at me, y'all. Let me hear from you. 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 I want to hear from everybody today, man. I just want you to talk back to me. Um, Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what's going on and see. I just want to get a feel for who's out there today. That's what I'm looking for. We're gonna get into the 10-minute tune up in a minute. Just trying to get a feel for who's out there. What's up? 5825 on the conference line, 5606. What's going on? 3551. Appreciate everybody being on. Come on, everybody. Let's get in. Tap somebody in, man. Good morning, Elder Dexter. How are you, man? I hope you are doing absolutely fabulous. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're off to a great start for this Monday. Come on, y'all. Let's tap somebody in. What's up, Miss Geraldine? How you doing? Good to see you on this morning. Hey, Elder Gilder. Come on, y'all. Let's jump on in. What's up, Mia? How you doing? Let's go on. Get this going and get this cranking. Need y'all to help me to get somebody out. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Good morning to you. What's up, bro Hall? How you doing, man? Hey, Miss Magruder, how are you? Appreciate you being on. What's up, Nadia? Appreciate everybody being on. All right, Sister Quan over on the conference line. Yeah, we're gonna have a good 10-minute tune-up today, y'all. I'm really looking forward to this one. We're gonna broaden our understanding. What's up, Sister Erica? Hey, Sister Sanders, how are you? Over on YouTube. Appreciate you being with us on this morning, everybody. Give me about 30 seconds, y'all, and we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna dive right into the 10-minute tune-up, man. I'm looking forward to it. As I say, I always look forward to these 10-minute tune-ups because, believe it or not, I get a faith boost from being with you on 10-minute tune-up because I have gone over the subject or whatever I'm going to be talking to you about, and it's already got me ignited, man. I get clarity, I get inspiration, I get rejuvenation, because sometimes we need reviving, man. We need to just get ourselves right back on track, right? And so that's really important to be able to do that, to get yourself back on track, get yourself moving. And so starting off your Monday in a positive way and having the tools you need to really have a great week and a great month is what we want to do. All right, y'all, I'm not going to prolong the time. I think we can get started now. If y'all have some friends or some family, man, tell them to jump in, man. Tell them to jump in on in the 10-minute tune-up. Share your post so others can be a part of it because I believe it's going to be a blessing for them. Okay, I'm getting my time started. So let's start talking about this subject called seasons. Now, the Bible talks a lot about seasons. It talks a lot about seasons. In the book of Genesis, God talked about seasons, right? In the New Testament, the Apostle Paul talked about seasons and how seasons affect our lives. And I think sometimes we are in a particular season, and the season that we're experiencing and we're in, we don't really fully understand it because we haven't assessed it properly, and because we're in that particular season, sometimes it could feel like you're in a blah place. I don't know. I mean, hopefully y'all understand what I'm talking about when I say blah. It's like, man, Lord have mercy, why I'm going through this, what I'm doing it. But you're in a particular season, and so when you know that life is seasonal, you know that life is subject to changing, right? In other words, things never stay the same for us. They never stay the same. Whereas the natural, physical, emotional, sometimes you'll be a little bit down and then something will occur, or you'll have a change of a frame of mind, and you become happy or joyful again. Because we live in periods of seasons, and those seasons are really critical for us to embrace in some ways, to endure in some ways, because I know the saying, life shouldn't be endured, but some stuff in life you just gonna have to get through, man. You just, if you've ever ridden on an airplane, if you've ever ridden on an airplane, there is a certain height that the pilot tries to get to minimize turbulence, right? To minimize, all of that rocky stuff you experience in the air. But there is sometimes where the turbulence is so bad till you can't get no higher, right? And so in those times, they put the seatbelt sign on. Put your seatbelt on. Have a seat. We got to ride this one out, y'all. We got to ride this one out. That's how it is in some of the seasons in our lives, man. Some of the seasons in our lives, they're not good rides. We just got to sit in, buckle up, and ride it out. And just ride it out. And I want to talk to you about some of these seasons because we got to be sensitive to these seasons. There is about 7 seasons in these few minutes that I'm going to talk to you about that I think that we need to be aware of. Here's one of them. There's a season of transition. A season of transition. That's that season when you're moving away from something that you are accustomed to, something that you were drawn to, that you're not drawn to anymore, right? Or something, you're in a season of transition where you have to make some adjustments. You got to go to something different. Many of us that's getting to the age that I'm at, we're starting to make some transitions. Y'all, I'm eating stuff that I never thought I'd eat. I didn't even say I never thought I'd eat. Let me just rephrase that. Some foods that I came up on. Right? And I told my mom, when I leave this house, I ain't eating that stuff no more. That cabbage, them greens, them okra and all that. I'm not eating none of that stuff. And guess what, y'all? I'm in a season right now where I'm learning to appreciate that stuff. I'm shifting. I'm moving away. So there's different areas of your life, man. There's different areas of your life where you will have to make transitions. And they're seasonal sometimes. Sometimes there are seasons of transition where you just got to make a move. Some of you right now are in a season of transition where, exercise wasn't your thing, but now you're transitioning into this health consciousness, right? Okay, now I gotta start moving, man. I gotta get my body right. I gotta start moving. So now I gotta start doing some things. What you laughing at, Mia? So you gotta start doing some things. Here's another season that many times we experience, none of us like, but it's gonna happen. And that's seasons of tragedy. Seasons of tragedy. We're gonna have loss in our lives, man. Things are gonna happen. Right? You're going to have seasons of tragedy, seasons when things are just going to occur. You don't like them. You don't want them to happen. You're not like you anticipating that things going wrong. No, that's not what that's not the case. But if the Bible is right, Job says, man that's born of a woman is born of few days, and those days are full of trouble. So there's going to be some tragedy in those days, y'all. We're going to have some tragedy. When you're in those moments, those are the moments that you draw closer to God. You get, because he's going to comfort you. He's going to protect you. He's going to help you. He's going to help you through those moments. It's good to have a good support system, good family members, good friends, neighbors, or whatever. It's good to have those people in your lives, life when you're going through those seasons of tragedy, because they're going to help you get through it. Right? God never leaves us comfortless. That's why he sent the Holy Spirit, because he didn't want us to be by ourselves and have to endure life by ourselves. He wants us always to win. But even in periods or seasons of tragedy, you got to have a mechanism to get through it. And then there's seasons of trial. Seasons of trial. Yeah, seasons of trial. What are you talking about? There's seasons of testing. You're going to go through some tests, man. You're going to go through some trial. Look at what the Bible says in James. It says, think it not strange, these fiery trials, these tests, these things that you're going, these tests of life. Sometimes you're going to have some tests in life that you're going to go through, right? Sometimes you're going to have some trials that you're going to go through. You're going to be tested, man. That God had to prove the children of Israel. They had to go through a period of testing. They had to go through the wilderness. God had to prove them to make sure that they would be people that would be respective and they would be obedient to him, right? And they would not get caught up into the things that in the lands that they were traveling in. So they went through a time of trial, a time of testing. So you're gonna have tests in your life. You're gonna have trials in your life, and knowing that, you recognize and say, okay, this is a test. This is a test. You know those that broadcast system test that we get. This is a test for the next 60 seconds, right? So the next 60 seconds they gonna be with that because they're testing the system. Sometimes we're gonna go through tests. Here's another thing. Sometimes we're gonna have seasons of training. Yeah, we're gonna have seasons of training. They're gonna be seasons where you're gonna be being trained, man. God is gonna be teaching you something, or you're gonna be learning something that you're gonna need for your next season, or for your next phase, or for your next stage. You're gonna be trained. And so when you're going through those periods of training and you're being trained, recognize that you're being equipped for what you may not be experiencing now, but you are on your way to. You're on your way to. And that's really important for you to grasp that. You're ready important because okay, I'm in a season of training. I'm in training, man. I'm just doing all this stuff, and I got to go through this. And God is training you, or your job. You may be training on your job. There's seasons of training, right? You gotta be prepared for that. Here's another season that many of us don't understand that we always go through. A season of treading. What do you mean treading? Pastor, what do you mean by treading? Those of you that know how to swim, one of the most important aspects of swimming or learning how to swim is treading water. That means that you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, you're in one place. You're in one place. You're treading water. You're just there, right? You're just ready. You ain't moving nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, but you're keeping your head above float. Yeah, you're keeping your head above ground. You're keeping your head up. You're not drowning, you're not thriving, you're not moving, but you're keeping your head up. And so in those particular moments, in those particular seasons, it's critical for you to know that, okay, even though I'm not moving nowhere, I'm not drowning, I'm not dying, I'm still surviving. I'm not doing all that I want to do, but at least I'm making it. Sometimes, Brother Hall, it's good to be able to just make it. Okay, I'm paying the bills, I'm good, right? Everything is working, my family, everything good. I'm just treading water right now. I'm treading water. Yeah, I'm treading the water of life. I'm not acquiring anything. I'm not moving backwards, but what's actually happening for me is that I'm able to stay in a place of survival. I'm living. Here's another one. There's seasons of triumphs. Man, it's going to be seasons in your life where you just winning. Yeah, you just winning, man. It's like, boy, listen, man, this happened for me. That happened for me. Oh my God, I'm just seasons of triumph. You're just winning on this hand, you're winning on that. This is coming in. I'm getting a check from here. This is happening. Oh man, things are just happening, popping. Okay, you're in a season of triumph, man, and expect it, respect it, and enjoy it. Right? When you winning like that, man, get excited about it. Don't be, oh Lord, I don't know what's going on. No, you're in a season of triumph. You're in a season of winning. And when you're winning like that, man, get excited, man. Get excited. And here is another one. Here's my last one, and I'm finishing up. Here's the last one. There's seasons of Thanksgiving. There's seasons and there's periods in our life when we go through, we just begin to reflect. I hope you get to the season of Thanksgiving, because that's an amazing season. When you can look around your life, man, you can look around the family, look at your siblings, or you look at your immediate family, your immediate household, your sons, your daughters, your grandchildren, whatever. You look at your friends, man, the people that you love, the people that's around you, and the life that you live, you just thank God. Say, man, I just appreciate you, God. I thank you I thank you for health. I thank you for that seasons of Thanksgiving. And when you're going through those seasons, because it's not all the time. We thank God all the time. But man, when that season of Thanksgiving, when you sit there and begin to think about what God is doing in your life and how things have worked out, not things just working out. I'm talking about things have worked out that could have went sideways, could have been twisted. Man, that could have went bad. Lord, that could have been real bad. I just thank God, man, that it didn't. I thank God that the things that oh man, I'm thanking him. So if I was gonna put a title to this particular 10-minute tune-up, I would call it Sensitive of Seasons. Season sensitive. We just got to recognize that we're in different seasons, man. We got to experience different seasons. Like I said earlier, the Bible talks about all of these seasons that we go through. And when we're going through these seasons, man, respect them. Embrace them. Sometimes you're going to have to endure them. Like I said, the season of tragedy and trial, you might have to just endure that. But recognize that seasons occur in your life. And it's not something to frown on. It's not going to always be something to be excited about, but you have to go through. All right? Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all being with me this morning. Love all of y'all. Man, I really love everybody on here, man. Thank you so much for being so faithful. And let's stack up some wins this week, y'all. Let's intentionally chronologize the wins that we have this week. Let's just jot them down. That's a win. That's a win. And it'll make you appreciate your week way more. I'm out. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all on the other side. Have a great rest of your day.